Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hey, I'm Scott.
Hi, I'm Skylar. And I'm Holden.
And we are
the Dean Team.
And we are here in New York City. We're going to show you everything that we're doing, our top attractions for families. What do you think? Are y'all ready for an adventure?
Let's go!
The New Jersey Transit for us was $100 round trip for 2 adults and 2 kids to get from Newark to Penn Station and back. The trains run really frequently, so you don't have to worry in advance about booking like a set time to do the train. The ride takes about 30 minutes, so when you're heading back to the airport, just factor that into your time. You got this, Scott.
I got this.
Poor Scott.
Hopefully the last stairs of the day.
Kids under 44 inches don't have to pay to ride the subway. Our kids are taller than that, so they do have to pay for their subway rides. There are no more Metro cards like there were back in the day for us. You can just tap your phone or your credit card to pay. Once it gets up to $30 over a 7-day period, you will be good to go for the rest of those 7 days. So it takes 12 rides to get to that $30 mark. It requires 20 minutes between each swipe to count towards that 12 total. If you know you're going to be doing more than 12 rides, it's best to get each person who doesn't have a credit card their own Omni card. So bottom line, if you're going to be doing more than 12 rides over a 7-day period, get each person who doesn't have a credit card their own Omni card, and then after those 12 rides, every other ride you do will be free.
Oh my God.
Here's an overview of the room. We have 2 beds,
Microwave,
storage,
little fridge, closet, safe, ironing board, iron, and a little roller.
Wow, that's nice. It's Keurig. This is a very nice room. We've got shampoo, conditioner, body wash, towels, blow dryer. We are very, very close to Times Square.
It's right there.
We can see everybody walking down there, and the bright lights of the signs, that's Times Square. We didn't even see this, and it took Holden 2 seconds to realize they have a little seat for you. We came up to the top floor, and you could see the Empire State Building. Typically, we would not stay in this area. When we lived here for a summer, we were only here if we were coming to see a show. But we walked through it more on this trip than I think we ever have in our lives. For kids, there's a few stores that you'll want to hit up, including the M&M store, Hershey, Disney store. There's a Lego store in Times Square, but we like the one that's over by Rockerfeller Center. And there's a Pop Mart coming soon. Just a wedding going on in Times Square like you do on a Saturday morning. This is the first trip we've seen a ton of photographers around with like tablets. There's still the people dressed up as characters like Mickey and Minnie. We saw King Kong the other night. If you want to take a picture with them, you're going to be paying a pretty penny. They will come after you for the money. Check out this screen going up. How crazy.
Which color would you pick?
What happened to orange?
$30 for a small, $35 for medium, $39 for large. Lemon meringue pie, cherry chocolate cupcake, peanut butter cinnamon roll.
Can we get some blue?
Oh my gosh, so cute. Love the big castle in here. It's a Mickey taxi. That's cute. Best store ever, you get chocolate. We saw 6. Oh my gosh, you can do photo ops. Oh yeah, you do love the cookies and cream. You could take a Hershey's bar home with you. Create your own mix. This is cool. You can stuff your cup. It's $25. They have milkshakes and s'mores. Sundaes are $10. Melted hot chocolate for $10. The s'mores are $13 and the milkshakes are $11. There is a Jolly Ranchers Gummies Loungefly. They also have a Twizzlers one. This really just makes me want to go to Hershey Park again.
Yeah.
Hershey Park! You guys got bonus Hershey's when we left. I love that guy. We are going to be seeing 4 shows, Hadestown, 6, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and The Outsiders. We booked our tickets first for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, right when they went on sale when we found out Tom Felton was going to be on Broadway, and then we picked other shows. We did book our tickets in advance from their websites because we wanted to be front row balcony whenever possible. We have had good luck in the past with TKTS or doing a rush at the theater. For a show like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, we would not have been able to stage door, so we had to go on a different night than we saw the show. But what we did is we were there for curtain call, everyone did their bows, and then Scott and the kids booked it out of the theater to get a spot for stage door, and then I would grab all of our belongings and follow them. Getting to see a show a day was extraordinary. There are so many wonderful shows. It was very hard to choose which ones we saw, but I think we made some great choices. Next up is Grand Central Station, one of the most beautiful places to check out in New York City that's completely free to just look around. So many people going in every direction.
Yep.
So crazy. Someone lost their balloon. Grand Central opened in 1913. It's the world's largest station with 44 platforms covering 49 acres. The celestial mural is reversed because the projection was mistakenly mapped from the floor upward rather than looking down from above. So it's actually backwards. The opal clock that's in the center of that information booth is estimated to be worth up to $20 million. All terminal clocks are set 1 minute fast to encourage passengers to rush. Near the Oyster Bar restaurant, right here, if you whisper in one corner, you can hear it in the opposite corner. So we're gonna try it out.
Say something? That's crazy, and no, I'm not.
That is nuts. That's one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. Did Holden get to do it? Okay. Yeah, have a conversation. Next up, we're headed into the New York Public Library because I really want to see Winnie the Pooh. This is such a beautiful building. The first room we're headed to is only open for an hour. There's different times on Monday through Saturday and on Sunday to come here. And so you're welcome to visit between 10 and 11 Monday to Saturday, and that's when we are here. My English major self is getting all tingly right now. This is awesome. Look at this. I feel like this is Belle's library. There is now quite a line to get in, so I'm glad we got here when we did. This is an exhibit that's a century of the New Yorker. They've got some of the typewriters that they used. When the library opened in 1911, it was the largest marble building ever in the United States. There's 530,000 cubic feet of marble. We're gonna see some treasures. You can grab a guide for the treasures exhibit and it tells you some of the top things to see, like the Bill of Rights, the Gutenberg Bible, loads of things, and then their locations. So it's basically one big square room. And there's also a free audio guide. There's approximately 49 copies of the Gutenberg Bible that survive, with only about 21 of them being complete. There's 14 in Germany, 10 in the US, and 3 here at this library. On his first birthday, Christopher Robin Milne received a teddy bear purchased from Harrods, named him Winnie the Pooh. Brought to the U.S. in 1947, the toys remained with Milne's American publisher until '87, when they were donated to the library. Here's a baseball autograph by Jackie Robinson. Here's Charles Dickens' writing desk and chair and lamp. This is the Bill of Rights. This is a manuscript draft of Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Beautiful handwriting. If you were going to name the 2 lions out front, what would you name them?
Walker and Arian. Oh, I know
why.
from.
I know why.
Jim Bob and Little Jim Bob, because one's a little bit smaller than the other one.
Their names are Patience and Fortitude. They were named by the mayor at the time because he said that's what they needed to get through the Great Depression.
Oh,
Patience and Fortitude.
So cute.
The library is definitely a must. It's completely free. It is such a beautiful building with so much history. And I got to see the Winnie the Pooh dolls. We do highly recommend getting there at 10 o'clock if you're coming, so that you can see everything, including the library that is only open for that 1 hour from 10 to 11, and checking out the treasures exhibit. Next up, we are headed to Little Italy and Chinatown. These are 2 stops we want to do because we're going to eat in Little Italy. Last time we were here, we stayed in Chinatown, so we want to go back, see it with the kids, and hopefully get some snacks or something. What we love the most is like stopping in at some of the markets or the shops. There are restaurants too. They can be pretty pricey, especially in Little Italy. The people like, come on, eat here, eat here. We like coming here because it's so different than every other part of the city. So it's a really cool experience for the kids to experience the culture of that. What do you think, Scott? How's it look?
Delicious.
Looks good?
Especially the beaks.
You're so messed up.
Look at them. This is crazy.
That's what you
Look
did.
at this. This is nuts. Woo! It's all coming at you. Yes! This is like the biggest celebration. There's just music everywhere. Look at this of how many poppers have been used today. Yeah, go ahead. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1, go!
Which side's the correct way?
Come on. Use the muscles.
Use your muscles. Oh, thank you. Go. Woo! Woo! That's amazing. Oh my gosh, look at you. That was one of the craziest New York City experiences I've ever had. You're like, I've got glitter in my hair.
Look at the sky.
What a celebration though. Oh my gosh, that was epic. I'm so glad we came here. We were hoping to show you Top of the Rock, but unfortunately there's zero visibility today. And we can't refund our tickets. We leave tomorrow morning. We paid $180 for the ticket. So we're gonna try to contact them and see if we can reschedule it if we do a different trip here in the next year, or see if we can transfer them to somebody or get a partial refund. I don't know, we're gonna try, but just know that if you come here and the weather's not great, there is no refund option. Book it early in your trip so that if you can reschedule to a different day, that was not an option for us. Gotta make a stop at Rockerfeller Center, especially when the ice skating's still going on in February. Next up is FAO Schwarz, which every child needs to go to when they come to New York City to play the big piano, to see all the cool displays. It is an awesome store. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Watch, she's gonna toss it.
Then you can also do a bow and arrow where you bend it back.
It sounds like the rocket ship is going off. It's launching. Star Command. Come in, Star Command.
Get all the germs.
Get all those germs.
Okay, ready, I got this. What if I just did a little change?
They have a Zoltar machine here. It's $2.
They do tap.
Also, you can buy one of the toy soldier outfits for $200.
Ah, yes. It looks like today must be your lucky day.
Today must be a lucky day. He says, don't worry. It's okay we didn't go to Top of the Rock.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew.
All right, what does it say?
You can fit easily into any group. You are a very impulsive individual. Life for you should hold no dull moments.
That is literally you in,
That's like-
in a
I
nutshell.
just finished-
Skyla is checking out the Funko section. Harry Potter Funko specifically.
They have earrings.
Helena Ravenclaw.
Severus. They have this version of Snape.
That's cool.
They have Ariana Dumbledore, which is a deep cut like that.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Look at Stay Puft on the wall.
Stay Puft.
Bunnies by the Bay. Apparently Jellycats are a big thing, and Skyla said there's a huge Jellycat section. The Jellycat Diner is something that you can book in advance. FAO Schwarz. Look how much candy there is.
You know you're in New York City.
This is my favorite display. It's pizza wrap, buddy.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of It's a Small World. Look above you, Skyla. This is like the animal aisle.
I'm gonna put this in my room.
This is gonna be your entire room if you put this in your room. You can design your own jewelry, crazy errands. There's a whole Bluey section. That was a great stop. If your kids have a certain interest, there's tons of different themed areas. Also, everybody doing the displays of the toys and showing you how they function and how they work. It just seems really magical because there's like things whizzing around you and just toys everywhere. It's amazing. FAO Schwarz and the Lego store are right near each other, so you have to do them both. The displays here are phenomenal.
Look at Jabba
I
the
feel like
Hutt.
I'm back at Legoland. What, Jabba the Hutt's in there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's ice skating.
With Doc Ock.
We got the bridge.
See, y'all, this is where I'm going broke.
Pretty cool. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. We got the Empire State Building over here. Spider-Man swinging around. Oh, yeah, that's
We also
cool.
have the Creole House coming soon.
All right, let's go see. Zombie Pirate, alive on Broadway. Skyla's being so creepy. The Statue of Liberty blinks. That is so cool. Be sure to look in these. They have little setups in here. I don't know if I can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see
Yeah, you can kind of see it. They selling you your subway tickets?
No.
All right, we're headed up. The fireman's saving a cat. The cat lady is so excited that they're saving her cat. We got Lego Batman up here. A couple of the Ghostbusters are up there battling Stay Puft. I love on the building, they have minifigs. Up top, you can make your own minifigs. Guess how many pieces, Skyla? So Scott says 35,000, Skyla says 30,000. How many do you think, Holden?
I think it's the Blues Brothers. 25,000.
11,895.
Wow, we were way off.
Yeah, and it took 55 hours to make. That would take Skyla
About
40, yeah, less. Here is St. Patrick's Cathedral. This mural is called What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. St. Patrick's Cathedral is absolutely beautiful, very comparable to a lot of the churches that we saw over in Europe as far as just take your breath away beauty. We always like to go and light a candle, and it's completely free, so it's definitely worth a stop if you're anywhere near Rockerfeller Center. We're going to show the kids the highlights of Central Park. There's so much that you could do here. We've never been to the zoo. That's on our list, but we're going to show them some of the really cool stuff here. We're at the bottom of Central Park right now, which is a pretty big park, by the way. We're going to go ice skating at Woolman Rink. Monday and Tuesday closes at 2:30, Wednesday, Thursday at 9, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10, and Sunday at 9. Skate rentals are $12. You can get a season pass, that's pretty cool. And the price does vary depending on if you're here at peak time, off-peak, or prime time. There's a full calendar to tell you if you're here during off-peak, peak, prime, or a community day. Now we're getting our skates, which are $12 a person. Love that.
For us.
75 years of Woolman Rink. Who knew? Here's where we're gonna get our skates. How is it, buddy?
Very slippery.
Slippery?
Yeah, slippy.
We're not good at this.
I'm just
Not
staying
at all.
in this spot the entire time. I'll pay you guys back the money.
I am so, no, you don't have to pay us back money. I am so bad at this. Like, Holden took me around. He is so steady and balanced. I don't
lower to the
understand. Not us.
No, I can
Not us.
I can balance. I just can't move from point A to point B. Dad, you're gonna have the important job of taking mom's. Wait, Dad, do you have my phone?
He literally led me around like I was a senior citizen old lady.
Yeah, I just don't want to go to the hospital. I can be in pain. There's no hospital.
Dad,
Good luck.
wait.
Oh, your dad's pretty good.
This is not sponsored, but I'm playing Hogwarts Mystery on the ice.
She's like, I'm participating. I did it! Look, Ma, no hands. Whoa.
Can you tell Scout to come out a little bit?
What do you think about ice skating?
I love it. I want to do ice hockey, even though there's no way in South Carolina to do it.
We should go to more ice hockey games.
We should.
This was what Holden was looking forward to more than anything else. So while it is pricey, it's kind of like you do what your kids want to do, right? So this was something that he really wanted to do, which makes it completely worth it.
You didn't see that.
There's a certain price to get into the rink, and then you pay for your skate rentals. But you can see from above everybody skating if you just wanted to kind of check it out and see what it's like. Most people think of ice skating at Rockerfeller Center, and then there's also skating at Bryant Park. We love Woolman Rink at Central Park because it's really big. The views are beautiful of the city around you, and all the prices are comparable. You got this.
I'll stay away.
Yay, Skyla! Look, Skyla's doing it. There goes Holdy. We did get a locker for $8, but we saw when we were leaving, people just had their shoes and bags sitting on top of the locker. So at your discretion, of course, but it was a pretty small locker. It was a tight squeeze, but we did get our shoes and our bag in there, barely.
Barely.
We lasted around an hour. Holden could have skated for a lot longer than that, but here's the view from the top. They just announced that it's time for the next group of skaters. That's why so many people are exiting right now. Holden's the king of New York City. He's so excited to play in the snow. We had to come see the Alice statue because Skyla has played Alice twice, actually.
I played Young Alice and Alice by Heart, and then I played Alice and Alice in Wonderland.
Very recently, so. And Holden played
The White Rabbit.
the White Rabbit.
He played.
You're right there, buddy.
He played Young Alfred, who was the White Rabbit, and I was Cross My Heart, and then he played the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland.
They also have lines from Alice all around, like twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Here's the pond where there's toy boats in the summertime. Hans Christian Andersen's over here feeding one of the ducks. What did Hans Christian Andersen write?
The Ugly Duckling and Princess and the Pea.
Countless stories, but the one that they have on his book right here is The Ugly Duckling. Holden is very excited about snow and walking on rocks.
Don't pay for Top of the Rock.
I know.
Or
Just
anything.
play on the rocks.
Just go to Central Park for free.
It's kind of crazy to be able to go into this fountain. You can get a vintage photo of yourself.
With a brand new digital camera.
Is that what it's with?
Yeah, it's a digital camera and an old time bellows and everything.
Nice acoustics in this space.
Oh, was this guy singing?
Yeah.
Gotta walk around.
Holden loves this song. Poets Walk is one of my favorite places to walk, I think, in the whole world. It's beautiful in every season. It's even pretty in the wintertime. Even it kind of is very Tim Burton. This statue is women's rights pioneers. Down at the end we have William Shakespeare, or as they say in 6, Shake CP. It's still a hazy day, so I don't think we would have made it to Top of the Rock. Next up is the Met.
This place is beautiful.
We're going to show you our greatest hits of the Met, if you will, our favorite spots that we want to show the kids. We did take them here a few years ago, but they haven't been in a while. So we're just going to show them what we think are the highlights. But it really depends on your kids and what kind of art they like. It can get to be a lot very fast. We're going to try to focus in on what we think are the best bits. There are 2 main floors of the Met. So on the first floor, we're going to do Egyptian art, Greek and Roman, and we're going to stop through some of the other areas. We're going to pop through the Asian area, and we're also going to look at the European paintings, especially Van Gogh, Picasso, those kind of ones that are up there.
Hey guys, we're gonna do a mummy tomb tour. So this is the crib.
It's a girl? Artemidora?
Pretty sure.
That's a lot of tombs. This is Harkebet,
This is Harkebet. He was a priest.
high ranking.
High ranking.
It is very cool to see this in the evening.
I think this could be one of my favorite rooms. Especially the first time when we came here, you just turn the corner and it's really, really cool and impressive. It's the most people I've ever seen in here.
You feel like you're in Egypt?
No, I feel like I'm in New York City.
Here's the American wing. Oh yeah, Holden just said if we look straight up, we can see us. This is really cool to see because it's Tiffany glass. You can see skylift for scale, so it's pretty big.
This was a mosaic column from the Tiffany studio, Madison Avenue.
And then this was done late in Tiffany's career.
In 1913, like that Art Deco.
What do you think, Holden?
This is my favorite part so far.
Yeah, we knew you'd like this room. You liked it when you were younger. This armor was for a 5-year-old prince. So much detail on all of these, it's incredible. This one was made for Henry VIII when he was in his later years. I feel like this is one of the most memorable spots at the Met, for sure. The medieval art area is pretty impressive when you enter in here and see this massive gate. Very Bridgerton. Holden said it was very Cinderella with Camila Cabello. This area is cool. I don't remember this. This is a room from Vienna. This was a reception room in Paris. This is the European Sculpture Court. Here's the Oceana room. This is cool. Now we're on the second level checking out the modern art, and there's a Rothko and a Pollock right next to each other. Jasper John's white flag. 9 Jackies. They also have a Salvador Dali called Madonna. It looks so different in person than it does on the camera for some reason. This is why modern art is our favorite. 3 of these are Picasso. It's like a guessing game because they're all intermixed.
I'll find Van Gogh. That's him.
Do you like Van Gogh?
Yeah, he's probably him, Andy Warhol, and Salvador Dali are my 3 favorite artists.
You have good taste. There's so many Van Goghs. This is my favorite Van Gogh, and this used to be my computer background in college. This room has mid to late career Monets. There's just so many. There are so many, Holden, and you're looking at all of them.
Oh yeah.
This is early Monet, which looks really different. Yeah, these ones are beautiful. There's a Degas ballerina up there. Everyone loves this one. It's so crazy just how much there is. Like this whole room is just Degas. So many ballerinas. Toulouse-Lautrec, which just makes me think of Moulin Rouge. We were just saying we want to see that one on Broadway and the kids need to see it. We're Percy Jackson lovers, so we got to check out the Greek and Roman art. They just took a picture, but it's so cute to see them like that. We're gonna head into the garden.
I have to do some Karate Kid stuff.
You're gonna do the crane kick in here.
No, that'd be illegal. It smells so good in here.
What does it smell
I feel
like?
like I can't even talk. I feel like I have to whisper.
Yeah. What do you think it smells like?
The Zen gardens, guys. It smells like plants, like fresh soil, and toothpaste, and fresh parchment, and freshly mowed grass.
Kids go free to the Met if they're 12 and under. Adults are $30, so it's a very reasonably priced day out. You could spend hours and hours here. The hours vary day to day. On Fridays and Saturdays, it's actually open until 9 p.m. So we decided to come and see it in the evening, which is really cool to get a different perspective, especially with the rooms that have massive windows everywhere.
Like anything, you can buy your tickets in advance. We did not anticipating the amount of people that were going to be here. We just thought we could walk up straight to the front. The line was really long, so we just stood out in the lobby, bought them on our phone, scanned the QR code, and got in real quick.
So don't wait in line.
Yeah.
Coat check line, also super long.
It was, yeah. So inconvenience to carry your coat, but they do have a coat check.
What was your favorite part of the Met today?
Either like the place with like the Picassos or the Zen garden. That was really cool. The armor. The
I
weapons.
knew you were gonna like the Armory.
That or the Zen garden.
We spent about an hour and a half here today, which is kind of crazy because you could spend hours and hours, but I think we got a lot covered. Next up on our list is the Harry Potter New York store. It is amazing, and if your kids like Harry Potter, this is a must stop. There's props that were used in the movies. There's photo props. I mean, you can only really try butterbeer at very few places. We're actually gonna do a full vlog about this location, so I'll put a link to that in the description. There's some really cool stores you wanna go to with the kids, FAO Schwarz, Lego store, but Harry Potter New York should definitely be on the list. Next up, we are headed into the Museum of Modern Art. The kids have never been here, so this is a first for them. It is packed today because it's President's Day, and there's a special event going on for families. But we're very excited. Starry Night is here, water lilies, Andy Warhol's soup cans. There's so much to see. There are audio guides on the website, which is really cool, so you can just take yourself through the history of all of the art. And this gives you a layout of all of the levels. Level 6 is the cafe, but there is art on all of the other levels, not as much on level 1 where you're checking in. It is free to check your coats and backpacks. This gives you a rundown of everything that you can see on all of the floors. When you start at floor 5, you're in the 1880s, and then you keep going forward until down on floor 2, you're in the 1980s to present. So starting at the top, you're going further back in history of modern art. Holden's like, what is happening? It's like our version of the Mona Lisa in America. What do you think, Skyla?
It's beautiful. It looks very like alike to the Lego version. I didn't realize how close they are.
Yeah, Skyla made this as Lego, so you have it all fresh in your mind. This room is so bright and so busy.
Yeah.
A lot going on, a lot of benches, luckily. What style of art did Pablo Picasso use?
Cubism.
Do you like Cubism?
Yes, I like Cubism and abstract. Those are my two favorite, and pop art. I like those three. Those three are my favorite types of art.
Well, that's all here today. It's art, buddy.
This is a Marcel Duchamp, and he'd moved from France, never seen a snow shovel like this before, so bought it, signed it. He hung this in a studio, and we saw his urinal at the Tate.
Y'all remember that? When you saw his...
I remember like 80% of that.
The MoMA website said this one is a must-see. One thing for families that's really nice is they have an area for kids where they tell you about the work and you can kind of engage and ask questions. Some people see it as a person while others see it as a cactus or a tree. What do you see?
I see a cactus that can be a person.
That's true.
I see a cactus, and I feel like these are mountains.
This is Picasso's Three Musicians.
Dog on the ground.
Oh, there is a dog down there. This room is crazy. We just learned that MoMA was the first American gallery to acquire any of the panels. There were 40 panels total that he painted.
When you get up close, you can't really tell because it just looks very abstract until you back up. So I feel like I had to go really close, back up. Water lily, okay.
I can't imagine doing 40 panels. These are all Matisse's.
Our hats here.
Oh yeah. This is a busy museum. Here's a Frida Kahlo. Here's another Picasso. It's crazy how it just keeps going through the years and it's like, oh, more Picasso. Here's a Salvador Dali. The Lovers. Is Dali one of your favorites, bud?
Yeah.
Is it because of the mustache?
Yeah. And the cat. He likes cat.
Now we're on the 4th floor, heading right into the Jackson Pollocks. This one's called Sky Cathedral. I remember having to do a project like this in art class and thinking it was the coolest thing. This is a room of Rothkos. Yoko Ono's piece, Sky Machine. Skyla, what did you say when you saw this one?
This makes me uncomfortable.
What does it say, Holden?
When life gives you laundry, make loads of art.
We saw the other Jasper Johns at the Met, and now we have this one here. This room is very trippy, and this is moving. Right? Is it moving?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the food room.
Skyla says this is her room because it's food. Oh my gosh. Speaking of food.
Monochrome painting?
I think so. Good job. This one was inspired by Monet's panels. Very different, but it's cool that that was an inspiration. Level 3, very quiet, very peaceful. I'm a fan.
Doing Stark technology.
Floor 3, my new favorite. It's because all the major things are on 4 and 5, like the Warhols, Picassos.
The top floor was way too busy.
Yeah.
It was hard to get around.
Cardboard City is one of the things for the festival, but we're gonna head into the collection, which this is 1980s to present. I love that piece. Ooh.
And it's the lion heart from Care Bears.
Canvas and push pins.
That's beautiful, Katie.
I like how in the different levels you can see into the next levels. It's very open. You can't really tell, but wherever you see the bags, there's plexiglass. Is it music?
No.
Oh, what is it?
It's children screaming.
Oh. This is what we could see from the outside. This is the exhibit that's on level 1. We could see this from the level above us. MoMA is $30 for adults, and kids 16 and under are free. So that is really exciting and makes this a very affordable experience for families. Just like all of the museums, you save time by booking online. So we did that for this and didn't have to wait in line at all. Did have to wait for coat check, but very worth it because we didn't want to carry our coats around today. If you could choose the Met or MoMA, which one would you pick?
MoMA. MoMA.
Why?
Because this is more my vibe, because that's like pop art. But then also like that bomb shelter thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. And
I wish I would have filmed that one.
Did
I
you
didn't
not?
film it, no.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't. Next up, American Museum of Natural History, otherwise known as...
The place from Ninth Museum.
I didn't realize you could meet Teddy here. The museum is open daily from 10 to 5:30, so we try to get here as close to 10 as we could. It definitely gets busier as the day goes on. We got our tickets in advance. Adult tickets were $36 and the kids were $22. We're gonna rent a locker. Smalls are $7, large are $12.
For the record, all 4 of our coats fit into the small, so
You can push it closed now. We're near the Hall of the Universe, which is where the lockers are. This is the Hall of Planet Earth. They have Teddy's belongings. Now we're headed into the Hall of Biodiversity. This is pretty awesome. There's a tiger over here. This is the only complete dodo bird skeleton that there is. There's also another dodo bird named Fred that's in London, and we have now seen them both.
that's a penguin. I could never get tired of walking in here, but in the Met, it's a little bit easier.
So kids like this museum more. This is definitely one of the most impressive rooms. Skyla is convinced that this is going to fall because it is only attached up top right there, which doesn't seem right. The scale of everything in this area is insane. The squid and the whale. This is a 75 times life-size model of a mosquito. They're hairier than I thought. This is a giant sequoia. Began growing in 550 AD. I feel like everything about this display is very Wes Anderson. You know you're a Disney person when you see this and you're like, oh, Wilderness Lodge. The largest seagoing canoe of its kind remaining in the world hangs overhead. With a hull carved from one huge western red cedar tree, the canoe was designed to carry dozens of people and their belongings on the open ocean. This is the Northwest Coast Hall. Now we're checking out some meteorites. This huge piece of iron is actually just one portion of a much larger meteorite. I knew this was going to be your favorite area, Skyla. They call this one the singing stone because it makes noises when the humidity changes.
We learned about these in science. It was very boring.
But here, it's fun.
Yeah.
We're going to go across and see the insectarium. You get to go inside the beehive. Look at these little leaf carriers. The ants are walking across. Look at these cute little ants. They are working so hard. Golden-eyed stick insect. A leaf insect?
Hey, you see him? Go down.
Go down.
Right there.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Here's the stick bug. With kids, highly recommend this area.
Never seen a leafcutter ant in my life. That was really, really cool, seeing that whole process.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
The mammal area is busy today. This is the Hall of Asian Mammals. These are the Indian rhinos. We're in the Asian peoples area now. We're heading through birds of the world. There's a lot of benches everywhere. If you need to rest your little tootsies,
Or if you want to just look at it.
just marvel at the Australian birds. While we're paused, I have a quiz question for you. How many individual insects do you think there are in the world?
Oh, there's got to be like trillions. Trillions, if not more. Quintillions.
10 quintillion. I don't know how many zeros that is. It's a lot. It was this many.
That is a massive head. Will you stand next to that for scale, Skyla?
I'm not a very good scale because I'm very short.
This represents a tomb that's in Peru that they would excavate. There are special things everywhere, like you can meet a scientist, there's a climate lab. Invisible Worlds is an extra charge. It's like a 360 immersive experience. There are little setups like this, but not the exact ones from Night at the Museum, if your kids are wondering. What does he say in Night at the Museum?
You give me a gum gum dum dum. The Moai statue is right inside of the Pacific Peoples area.
Within the map, there are highlights, so it tells you on each floor things that you should look for. There's also actually an area specifically about Night at the Museum, so it'll show you the T-Rex, the Moai statue, the capuchin monkeys, African mammals, Neanderthals. They do have paper copies of the museum map, but the one online is great because there's different versions. There's even an interactive map. They also have this on each level, so you have the more detailed map and you can see everything so that you don't miss any of the cool stuff. This shows you all of the ticketed exhibitions. There's one for dinosaurs, Invisible Worlds, there's the Butterflies, a giant screen theater, and a planetarium. I always thought the Harry Potter toads were joking of how big they are. No, those really exist. Spotted on level 3. Where is it? Which one is it?
It's the Cebus Abella.
This is the Hall of Advanced Mammals. This early relative of elephants lived in Texas about 10 million years ago. This guy looks like a Star Wars character. Megalosaurus may be the largest deer ever to have lived. A giant ground sloth lived in South America until about 10,000 years ago. This is likely a giant rhino. We've got a triceratops over here. Oh, from Land Before Time. Stegosaurus over here. There it is, the T-Rex. Not in the big main lobby, but it is here. This is another one of the coolest rooms. There really is so much to look at. The sheer volume of how many bones they have. It's so many bones. That's a big dino. This is the Patagotitan majorum. We're on the second level of the mammals now. And this is such a cool view. This lobby is incredible, and they kind of usher you off to the side so you don't get to come straight into this. So it's a good idea to come back to this room so that you can really take some time. Are these people waiting to get tickets? Get your tickets online. That's a
lot of people waiting to get tickets.
There are 3 entrances to the museum. This is one of them, so you don't have to go in the main doors, and these will be way less busy. Here's a look at all of the pricing. Out of all the museums, I think for kids, American Museum of Natural History is the top must-see. It is overwhelming. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to do. It's a good idea to choose the top few things your kids want to see because it's a lot of walking. No matter what you see, it's 4 levels. It's a big place.
So my favorite thing was like me doing the true or false questions.
So the interactive things?
Yeah. The gem and crystals area, and my favorite gem that was there was either amethyst or malachite.
There's a dog park right outside over here too, so when you hear the dogs barking, you've made it to that entrance. I also saw a sign that there are free guided tours that are 75 minutes. That might be a good idea if you are on a time crunch.
In the past, I did feel like sometimes it can be overwhelming with a lot of people and trying to get around, but if you just think about it as a bunch of different circles to get around, it is a lot easier easier that way. And one thing we didn't realize at the very end on the top floor with the dinosaurs, there's arrows on the ground, and it kind of goes through the history of animals, which was really cool. We went backwards.
Yeah.
But we still we saw the rooms. And one of the coolest things for me, maybe just being older and being to so many museums, is just all the buildings.
Yeah.
And how beautiful the buildings are and the scale and everything is really, really cool.
There's
Especially
a
that lobby.
statue for Nobel right behind you, because you never know what you're going to see.
Is this my prize?
Yeah.
Can I take it with me?
Take it with you. It looks just as beautiful from the outside as it did inside. Here's the other entrance. We spent 2.5 hours at the museum today. You could easily spend double that. We didn't do any of the special exhibits that had an extra ticketed fee. So if you are going there, definitely plan on spending a good chunk of your day there. And just like that, we're headed back to the airport. Thank you so much for coming along with us to New York City. There are so many amazing things here to do. You could spend weeks and not do them all. So we showed you everything that our kids were interested in that we wanted to do on this trip. A couple of things we would love to do that we didn't get to show you. Top of the Rock, which we have been up in the Empire State Building. Very cool. We were going to do Top of the Rock this time, but just no visibility. You did go to, yes, and Central Park you sure did. And we also want to go to the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island with the kids. It just didn't fit into this trip. 9/11 Museum, we only had 4 days, so we had to pack in what we could. Something else we didn't talk about was City Pass. New York City, obviously, like any major city, has a great City Pass system. It just didn't work for us with the attractions we wanted to do on this trip. The City Pass, for instance, has Empire State Building. We wanted to do Top of the Rock. It also has the Circle Line cruise. We thought in winter that wouldn't be the most fun, as well as going out to Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty, just with it being cold. It actually wasn't as bitter, freezing cold as we thought it would be coming here in February. There are attractions where you need to book in advance. For instance, Top of the Rock, there were set timed entries and they were selling out. For the museums, it was definitely better to get our tickets in advance instead of trying to wait in line. Just as a whole, a lot of the attractions have different hours on different days. So when you're planning your days out, it is a good idea to look at which times things are going to be open, that they're not closing early that day. One of the main attractions we did on this trip were going to see Broadway shows. We saw 4 shows on this trip. We're going to have a whole separate vlog all about that experience. So I'll put a link to that in the description down below, as well as one about all of the food that we ate on this trip. Let us know your favorite thing to do in New York City. We hope we'll be back soon to get to do some of the attractions we missed this time around. Thank you so much for coming along with us, and we'll see you soon.
Be sure to like